Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tyranny of Dragon. Ooh, wow, that looks all. Let's fix that. Hey, there we go. That was weird. So hi. Welcome everybody. Good to see weirdness all around. So you might see some interesting things besides the craziness that just happened on screen. We have again, Gorple is actually joining us, but not on video yet. He will be shortly. So you do see the Gorple graphic there, or actually the approximation of Gorple from our last Lost Minds. And Bocek is here, but his camera's not working, so you will definitely see Bocek's avatar, and you will hear him, but unfortunately we will not see Matt until that is resolved. So, adjusting where we can for technical difficulties, it's all good. So yeah, we have a couple of new things going on. You will see on the bounty board. We do have folks. We have our characters. Their general stats are going to come on and off. We have that new thing going on. Again, everything's a work in progress, but want to keep adding new things where we can. And again, I can't believe I skipped over it. Hello to my wonderful play. And
I just waved at you, forgetting that nobody can see me.
It's all good. It's all good. We felt it. We felt the love. It's all no problem. So yeah, we will be continuing our game from last time. As far as announcements are concerned, again, as a reminder, you can give our players inspiration using channel points here in our channel. They're called. But yes, you can give up to 3 inspirations to either the group or one of the individuals. Make sure that you do determine which one when you are purchasing the inspiration. You can still only purchase 1 inspiration for myself if you are feeling randy and want to either screw over the players or help them, depending on the moment. But that's a little more expensive, and look at that already. One DM inspiration. You can all thank Matt for that. That's pretty much it. We still have a wonderful merch in the merch store. Check that out. Again, amazing stuff. I'm waiting. I have a bunch of stuff that I ordered. So I'm waiting for that to come in. Oh my god! It started with. I'm not gonna lie. It started with getting a mouse pad. I was like, I need a new mouse pad. I'm gonna get one of mine. And then I was like, yeah, mouse pad. What else should I? Yeah, I'm gonna get a shirt. My phone doesn't have a cover. I'm gonna get a phone case. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. So waiting for that to come in. I'm super excited. And that's pretty much it as far as announcements are concerned. Once again, I want to thank you all for coming and supporting us, watching us, the craziness that we're going to do tonight and moving forward. This is going to be a long ass campaign, folks. Strap in. But as far as announcements are concerned, that is all I really have. I will always pimp out my players here and all their wonderful things. Please support all their stuff. You will see many of their things during our break. You will see what channels they're doing, what projects they're working on, and please support all of the stuff that they're doing. Amazing. I can't believe that I have the privilege to DM for such talented. But outside of that, yeah, that's it for announcements. So with that, let's get ready to play some Tyranny Dragon. All right, and we are back. So, last time we were together, you had not only made your way back to Greenest for a uh, uh, somewhat comfortable evening, you began to kind of plan out your next steps, your next stages. Some of the plans being not only try and follow the group, as you know, that this group of mercenaries and raiders were going to leave within the next day. You also wanted to, you were also asked by the monk that you absolutely rescued, Leosin Erlenthar. You were asked by him to see if you can find anything else out at the actual campsite that you successfully were able to leave with your prisoner there. After also leaving a slightly, not slightly, majorly beaten and dead cultist by the name of Ralph, just kind of as a decoy, not of Leosin, but of one of the other prisoners, who, by the way, just strolled out of camp when you actually gave them disguises and spears.
I hate to interrupt, Chris, but you're fading in and out.
Fading. All right. Let's see. Let's try. Is this a little better?
Yes.
All right. No, thank you for that.
Try, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Yeah, I have a new setup, so moving things around, trying to get them in the perfect configuration here. So you had two prisoners that you did help, who did leave. Then you did rescue Leosin, make your way back to Greenest, where he is in the middle of getting the much needed care from his torture session, as he can. But he did ask you to go back, and so as of right now, the plan was to go back to the staging area, find out what information you can while there, and then possibly follow the large group leaving. And you did make it back the next morning, and found that the camp was mostly gone. You did find a number of bodies that seemed to be of raiders. You did see that 3 of what seemed to be the people in charge were still there. And you saw that there were some hunters that seemed to be bringing them food, or at least some of the animals that they've previously hunted. You're not sure what the deal is with that, but you did watch them enter the cave, where, which you were told by Leosin, seems to have dragon eggs. You do know that many of the ill-gotten goods from these raids were being stored here. And you decided, let's head inside, see what we can find out. So you made your way into the entrance, whereupon you did some battle with some cultists, these being of red robes, rather unlike some of the mostly black robed cultists that you've seen thus far. You've only encountered one other red robed cultist. This was one that you actually interrogated for some information back. But these were a little tougher than your normal cultist. Leaving Bocek, while Bocek's still breathing, he doesn't look great right now. But you were able to dispatch them, but not before they began to scream intruders throughout the cavernous area, and that is where he left off. So you didn't actually make it too far into the cave system. Let's pull up the map here, so we can take a look. So you do know that that this area here, there seems to be kind of very like rough hewn, kind of like steps, also like with some wooden planks on them to kind of like give them some stability here, like heading downwards like 10 feet. Corporal didn't actually make it further than that, just kind of seeing that. And then there is another area this way, but you are all starting to realize that this cave system is really large. While there doesn't seem to be, from your previous recon, doesn't seem to actually have like a back entrance or exit. This seems to be the only way in and out. You didn't realize how large this cave system is. So this is where you are. You do have the bodies of these cultists that you just dispatched. If there was anything that you would like to do, because I don't think I think you were like preparing to like inspect the bodies and such like that before when we actually cut it short. Finished up.
Okay.
So
I will drop 2 cure wounds of first level into Bojack as I call upon nature to heal him.
Okay.
Oh, I was just going to say, let's take time, catch breath. Okay.
Okay, while they're doing that, I want to move kind of over to this area, so I'm able to look down in both of these directions that we can't see.
Sure.
You know, I just kind of, it's like, all right, because Drovar didn't get hurt, so he's like ready to just kind of move up, and he's like, all right, I'll let you know if anything's coming.
Sure.
Matt, just roll 2d8 and add 4.
I'm also going to move forward, probably up with Bocek and Gorple.
Okay.
Okay, that heals 15.
Nice. All right, so Bocek does
down
look a
a
little
lot?
better. Yeah, Bocek is he's doing better. Still looks pretty hurt.
It's fine. Rib's supposed to look like that.
I will give you 5 more points of lay on hands.
All right, fair enough. All right, so yeah, so right now, at this point, actually, yeah, if anyone who would like to make a perception check may do so.
I would like to. Please roll for me.
Okay.
I have plus 8.
All right, hold on 1 second. All right, so I'll roll a perception check for Corporal. I've got your sheet right here. So,
add a d4 to it, and also Drovar and Bocek also get a d4 from our improvement rock.
Okay.
Nice.
So Corporal, you get Jesus Christ. Wow. So perception plus a d4. Oh yeah. Okay, so Gorple, you get a 29 for perception. Jesus.
I got an 11.
All right, so
I got a 10. Yeah.
10. Bocek, what'd you get?
3.
3. Basha?
13.
13. All right. Gorple, you're the only one. The rest of you are just kind of like milling about, making sure that these, the bodies of these cultists aren't going anywhere.
I'm poking the hole in my rib cage.
Yeah, you're just not paying attention. You were not expecting these guys to be so tough, Bocek, but while they did go down pretty fast once you got your hands on them, they did some unfortunate damage to you. And Drovar, you're just kind of like looking, both sides. But Gorple, you can hear, and Jesus, with a 29, you can hear that there is what sounds like muttered whispering almost, or words in the distance, and it sounds like it's coming from south of where you're at.
I will relay that to the group since I can't physically see the map currently.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, but it's definitely coming. It's to the south of
So
where you're
that way, down that way.
Yeah, down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will.
So, but that's currently the situation. And as far as the bodies, they each have a scimitar that seems to be in fairly good condition, if that's something that you wanted to take. They all have like basic leather armor. You know, it's not even studded. Their robes are pretty much from the battle that ensued. They're pretty much like torn and ripped up, bloody as hell. But the masks are mostly intact. If you wanted to take those.
Anybody want more masks?
If we make it out of here, we're gonna have a cart and Hank again. So I say we just leave it.
So these are red.
Maybe take it for Hank.
Yeah, these are red, unlike the black ones that you had previously picked up.
I want the red one. I'm taking red one.
And
You get the masks. I'm collecting one dragon head of each color.
I just want to remind everyone that they may have sounded the alarm, but we are still very quiet, so we can probably still sneak around up until they see us.
Right. They know something's wrong, but not necessarily where we are. So we got to keep moving.
okay. And between the bodies of these individuals, there's I believe there's 6 of them. Between all of them, they have 6 gold and 3 silver pieces between them altogether.
Sorry, what was that one more time as I distribute party gold?
6 gold and 3 silver pieces. So not a lot of coin on.
We'll divide this up at the end after everyone's dead.
I just have this vision though, Bosch. You're like 3 for you, 3 for you. Okay, 2. It's like thanks. All right, go.
Yeah, no, she mentally is just like, I will keep track for later.
All right, no worries. All right, so yeah, so you have now these 2 different ways that you could be going to the south or to the east, where you have these kind of like rough-hewn stairs going downwards, but the voices are coming from the south. So
Okay,
what is the plan?
Trovar will move to here and just kind of be able to look around that pillar until more people are coming up.
Okay.
Because he's seen how hard these guys hit. He's ready to get in there, but he doesn't want to just dive in alone. He's got to wait till the rest of the group's ready.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'd say since we've paused, the rage I used is worn off, so I'm down 1 for the day.
I will assume Master Blaster position and pull out a crossbow.
Okay, so you are on Bocek's shoulders. So this is gonna be interesting. We will, for the meantime, we will make. Oh no, Bocek will be the horse.
I'm a mount.
And there you go. We'll put. And so yeah, there we go. There we go. Now
Ta-da!
when Bocek moves around, Gorpal goes with him. Perfect.
Or we could put him over the beer mug. That way, Gorpal could be my little Kermit the Frog.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Okay, yeah, there we go. Well, let's see, will that work? Yeah, that works. Perfect.
You can't jump the shark if you never come down.
Alrighty. So, Knack is still kind of like flying around, awaiting orders from Warple, as it were. But right now, you're just kind of waiting in this area. Gorple, you can kind of still hear the occasional kind of like, coming from the south, but you can't really. There are no words that you can make out. You definitely know that there are individuals talking amongst themselves. So what's the plan, guys?
I know it might sound crazy, but do we want to just consider moving forward stealthily and just like attacking them at range? Because they seem to work really well together, so I'd rather them just not touch us.
Well, I mean, Drovar does have some ranged weapons, but he's kind of... We got to see who they are.
I'm only really good at upfront fighting, so I would be only really accessible to do things if, things get bad.
I will be very far away. Very far away.
I mean, we got spears, we got javelins, we got crossbows and bows. Like, I can give you a bow if you want. I got so much stuff.
How about Omelet and I just start moving in there and, you just rain death from, over our shoulders as we go.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, well, if you're with us, and so's Gorp, keep that in mind.
Yes, but I have a fighting style where I can get in close, punch, and still get far away without them hitting me.
That might be a better tactic. Yeah. All right, let's try it.
So just a quick aside, for your Master Blaster harness there. I'm gonna make a ruling here, and I'm gonna say, while you are moving around generally, because Bocek, you are so massive and Bocek-y, that's not going to interfere with your movement. However, when we are in combat, I will absolutely say that having Gorple on your back will affect your movement in battle only. So just for you and Gorple, just be aware of that, just because how crazy and intense a fight can get, and you now have this crazy ass harness an individual on your back. I'm gonna say
completely fair. Completely fair.
All right. So you can absolutely keep them on there, but just keep in mind that it will have your movement.
I'm also cool with it. I have a feat that I want to get in a couple levels that's going to make up for that.
Okay.
Yeah, also, I'm just doing it because I can't access the map. I really would be just crawling along with J Fruit.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Alrighty, so it sounds like you're all going to start making your way slowly to the south of your map. So I'm gonna need you all to make stealth checks. I will roll for Gorple here.
Do we still have your ability of Gorple that allows us to add 10?
Yep. It lasts an hour.
That's rough.
So, good fucking God. Gorple gets a 29.
I don't want to waste a party spell on this.
This my silly D4 to add on to that to make it a third.
Oh, that's right.
But Knack only has a +5 stealth, so if you want to roll for him.
Okay.
I got a 25.
Hold on 1 second. Basha, what'd you get?
Well, I'm wondering if I should blow a party inspiration, or if we want to save it for when we're actually fighting, because I rolled real low.
Let's save it. I got a
okay. I got a 6.
Sandwich, but behind things coming up from below.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But you have a +10, so it can't be.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So it's 16.
Ooh.
16. Holy shit! So I forgot the +10. So technically, with his D4, Gorple gets a 41.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Bocek forgets he's up there.
Why do I have this thing on my back? So Knack gets 26. Amala, what'd you get?
I got a 25.
Drovar?
Well, with the if I have the +10 as well, it's a 23.
Nice. And Bocek.
With the +10, a 27.
Nice. Pretty good. All right. So you all begin making your way down. And you feel like you're all pretty stealthy, pretty quiet. And now that you're getting closer, hold on. Because John had to kind of do the sneaky motion.
I didn't start it. I didn't. She started it. She did it first.
Yeah,
right?
he copied me.
Yeah. So that's
Dun,
all.
dun, dun, dun.
That's what you all sound like as you're sneaking.
Come on, Scoob.
And because Gorple has kind of pointed it out, you can every now and then. It's not consistent, but every now and then you do hear kind of like muttering in the distance. It's still fairly hard to pinpoint, but you also realize that as you're making your way through, that the corridors that you are going down are starting to get small. The area is not as wide as the area that came in from the entrance. Up, so you can.
Oh,
Looks
wow.
like,
Okay.
and you can all kind of move yourselves where there doesn't at the moment in this area. Now that you're starting to look through, you don't see anybody. But specifically, if you have dark vision, you don't see. There is also no light in this area.
Okay. So, who is carrying light sources? Because if I think I'm the only one with dark vision. Is this
My my staff glows slightly. I think it gives dim light. Is that what it is? Hang on, wait, I gotta check.
I believe it is dim. Yeah, just check.
Okay, so I think for these purposes right now, if we're in like pitch dark tunnels, Drovar is probably going to take the lead around corners and stuff because he can look down there without the light. So Drovar's suggestion is, I'll go a little bit ahead. If you hear me start shouting, come running because I'm killing things.
Knack will go with you because he also has dark vision, and also that way he can fly back.
All right.
Alrighty. And back with you. And Knack is now doing like these kind of very quiet, like, as opposed to the loud screeching that they normally.
How big is Knack? Just out of
Knack is about the size of an eagle.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, I could put out like I got one hand on the battle axe. I could put up the other hand just like on one of my gauntlets and just like so he doesn't have to flap, in place. He's sort of like just. I know he's intelligent enough to, be capable of thinking. So the two of us are together.
As you put your arm up, make a persuasion check.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
All right. Yeah, Knack will absolutely kind of fly to your arm. And it's a good thing you're wearing those gauntlet bracers, because you can kind of feel the sharp claws almost through the leather, as it just kind of clamps down on your arm. Just like,
Right.
right.
Save your strength for when it's time to fight. Okay.
You can see ahead of you down the corridor, there seems to be an entrance that opens up into what seems to be a larger area. With the extent of your dark vision, you can see it's kind of starting to open up.
Okay, is there light down there?
There is no light.
But are we still hearing muttering?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Uh, 13. Oh, wait, I get that D4. When I miss that one, it's gone. 14 total.
14. You don't hear any muttering anymore, but it seems to have stopped the minute you started walking down this corridor. And in addition to this kind of like opening here that you can see starting to open up, there is another opening here as well that's leading further south.
Okay.
But you can't. The way it's angled, you can't actually see it further.
Okay, I will just go back and quickly tell the party, like, describe this area and say, okay, I'm gonna move myself once I've brought him up. But basically, I'm gonna go right to here so I can see in both directions.
Okay.
And be ready to move quickly in either direction if there's antagonists.
Alrighty. So as you move there, you immediately. You now see the source of the muttering, as you can actually see an armored individual standing in the entrance, staring right at you.
How big is it?
Hold on a second. Opening it up. These cave systems are always weird, like weird shapes. So I got to open it up. Yeah, so you can see that there's a lot of dudes in this room, but there's one armored individual just standing there, and just watching you just stand there, and immediately the weapons are out already.
Okay, I just have a question. You said it's pitch dark in here,
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like these guys have dark vision somehow.
Possibly.
Okay. But they look like humanoids, not dwarves or anything like that.
They're humanoids. In fact, the one in front of you is definitely taller than you are. Possibly, actually from this angle, from this distance, you can see it looks like they're like possibly like a dragonborn in armor.
Okay, I know they don't have it. So he's looking right at me when I come around. I'm like.
Mm-hmm. He's looking right at you, even though it's a dragon.
Okay. And I can see it's like there's a whole they're basically there's a whole bunch of guys just waiting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, as soon as he sees you, he goes, "They're here!" I need you.
Yes, we are.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope I roll high.
So do I.
All right.
How many of those? I know there's some group rerolls. Keep those in mind. Folks.
How far are you from us, Drovar? How many? Like more than 30 feet?
No. Let's see. About 5.
You're about
5 foot space between me and Bocek.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Then we all. So then me, you, and Bocek get that emboldening bond to initiative.
Ooh! Yay!
Which does what?
Add a D4.
D4. Oh, add the D4 again. Okay.
Once per turn.
All right. So, actually, shit. If you rolled initiative already, that's fine. I keep forgetting that I got to open the encounter first to get it in the encounter, but that's fine. Right. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right. If you rolled already, let's see. I have Drovars. I've got Boceks. I've got Amalas. I will roll for Gorple. Basha, what'd you get?
19.
19, nice. And let's see. Roll for. That is going to be a 5.
Plus a D4.
Okay, so 9.
Now I have a question then, DM.
Yes.
The Mala is my first and only character to not have dark vision. How do fights work in the dark if you don't have dark vision?
If you have a general idea of like where they are, like hearing them scream and the sounds of battle and such, you can still attack, but it would be at disadvantage. If a light source pops up that's bright enough to encompass the actual fighting area, then you're just fighting regular.
Yeah, I can fix that maybe.
Perfect. Alrighty. Well, thank you for answering my question.
Yeah, no worries. That's what I'm here for. Alrighty. So, top of the round is our good friend Drovar.
Right. Yeah, I got a 23. So okay. Yeah, I will rage. Alrighty. And I'm just gonna step right up to him and try to hold this spot so they can't get around us or flank us or anything, and I'm just gonna let him have it.
Alrighty. So I'm going to let me name these guys so it's easier for you to tell me which one you're attacking. And then you can have at him as you will.
Okay, so this is Armored Guard A, so we're going to call him Alphonse.
Okay, Alphonse, go for it.
A 21. Now, is this also a D4 thing that I could add, or no?
D4, the emboldening bond for the D4 is only for...
Once per turn.
Once per turn.
For everything.
So, does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Okay, then I will not bother. 17 damage.
Okay. Yeah, he looks real hurt.
Well, and he's going to love this second attack. That is a 20.
That definitely hits.
Another 17 damage.
Okay, you first hit, the axe just cleaves into the armor. It shears the metal away, and you can just see the huge gash that you leave in the chest. And just before he can kind of like raise his sword, and he just holds one hand to it, you literally just go right back into the chest, and where he was holding, you actually lop the hand off. And it just goes right back into almost the same wound. And he just kind of looks at you, eyes roll in the back of his head.
This just wasn't your day. Next.
All right, Alphonse is no more. Alrighty.
Excuse me, Mr. Dungeon Master, just checking, is the square he's standing in difficult terrain for my enemies now?
It is not.
Just checking. Thank you.
I will say if two or more bodies are on the same square, I will consider it difficult terrain.
Noted.
Alrighty. So that's your turn. That was your action. That was your bonus action. You said you're going to stay there, or you're going to?
No, I'm going to back up because now it's not an attack of opportunity. So I cut him down, and I will back up to here, so somebody else can come join me. And let's see if they're dumb enough to follow.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh no, too many! Run! Just kidding, guys.
Alrighty. So it is now Basha's turn.
Can I squeeze past the people standing in the hallway with me? Because I noticed there's like some half squares around. Like, can I conceivably squeeze, or can I not?
Yeah, you can. You just cannot end on an occupied square.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna move. And when you squeeze, is it 2 movement for that, or no?
No. You can move by regular. That's not a problem.
Cool. From this spot, can I see into most of the room?
You cannot. How far does your dim light only goes? What, like, is it 10 feet or 15?
Oh, that's true.
Because
probably.
If it's 10 or 15 feet, you can only see up to the entrance So
Can I cast a
can't-
spell without knowing where I'm? Like, can I just send a spell that way and just hope it hits something?
what spell do you want to send?
I'm gonna cast Fireball in the room.
Okay.
Oh, a woman after my own heart.
And she
And
pulls
then,
out
and
her
then
gun.
light won't be a problem anymore.
I
They
will
will be on
say,
fire.
yeah, I will say, actually read the description,
Okay, let me
and if
check.
it says you have to see where you're aiming, then that will be a no. But if it does not specifically say that, then say it.
Well, it says a point you choose within range. So a bright streak flashes from your pointing finger to a point you choose within range,
Okay.
and then
All right.
blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame. So
Okay, yeah, so you don't have to see, but you do have to choose a point past Drovar, essentially.
yeah. Mentally, I mean, because I feel like, now I've been doing spells for a while, I'm pretty comfortable with, like, distances. I'm going to mentally be like, I need to put it out far enough and hope there's not a wall or something that it's just past Drovar, so, like, it doesn't hit Drovar, but he might feel the flames, because
Right,
I
like-
can't see, so...
Fortunately, I think because I'm adjacent to you, I'm glad I backed up a square, because like that way, at least if you know where Drovar is, you can probably go, okay, I need to make sure that the radius of it just comes like right up and burns
That's
his
the plan.
beard, but doesn't do hit point damage.
Yeah, and
Alright,
mentally she's like, I just hope there's not a wall. She's like pointing, like,
All right.
and I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
All right, so I would like for you to point on the map where you would like it to be, because it is a 20-foot
Yeah.
diameter radius, which is huge. And then something else is going to happen because you can't.
So it's
Yeah, probably counterspell, which is gonna suck. That's all right. No, I'm gonna say. So not the edge of the radius touches the square. I can't. Hang on. Wait. If I click on it, can you see it? No. How do I get it so that you guys can see? Pointer. Wait.
So yeah,
there you go.
There's a little teardrop.
the little
Yeah,
teardrop.
that
So-
the edge of the sphere is there because, like, mentally, I'm like, I need enough room before
okay.
Drovar so that he doesn't get hit by it. But I don't know if there's a wall or something, so I don't want to cast it too far ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay,
So,
the other thing is, since she knows Drovar has dark vision, she could probably in the round just say, how deep is the room? And so she knows, okay, if I keep it at least goes this far without hitting a wall, you know,
Right.
I can't, there's no time for me to describe it or how many people, but
No,
maybe I
no,
could just
but-
say, it's like, how far is the room? 25! Or,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, or something.
That.
okay.
Yeah, because you literally heard me be like, I hope there's not the wall. Like, how deep is the room?
Yeah.
It's 20 feet from me.
All right. So
there's also a measuring tool on the map.
yeah. Well,
Right,
no,
but
but
I'm
she can't see.
figuring-
She can't see
Yeah,
though.
she can't see, and all I can do
Well,
is
that's why
just
I'm
give her, like,
saying-
a quick yes, it's like
I'm.
the wall's 20
yeah.
feet away from me.
So ideally speaking, here is where
Yeah.
your center, where you would want your center to be.
Right,
Okay.
but because as a player, would I put it somewhere differently? Yes, but Basha can't see, so that's where she'd throw it,
Okay.
being like, okay, and just
Right. So
there.
So here's what I would like for you to do. I need you to roll me a d6.
Okay.
1 to 3, it goes exactly where you want it. 4 to 6, it doesn't. What'd you get?
It's a 3.
Okay.
but,
So
but it rolled off, and it was a 4, and then rolled and became a 3. Because it
All
rolled
right.
off of my thing.
okay. So you're going to get at this point it looks like you will get pretty much everybody in the room except B and C. Because they are definitely outside of the radius.
And the DC, by the way, is a...
B and C
Sorry,
are
go ahead.
the cultists, not the guards.
Got it. The dex or the dex save is 15, just so you know for
Okay,
this.
so this is gonna be interesting. All right, so that's 1, 2. All right, that's 8. That's 8. So you start rolling your damage. I'm gonna start rolling dex saves. This should be interesting.
Yeah. What, 8d6 at 3rd level?
So
Yeah, so it's a 29.
29 fire damage?
Yes.
Okay, so give me 1 second while I roll these dex checks. So we're gonna start with the cultists.
I'm trying to decipher what D&D Beyond's weird like chart thing is that came up when I rolled it, but that's fine. I'll figure it out later. But yeah, it says 20 equals 29, so that's the number. But it also has a picture of a D6 with a 1 on it, so I'm not sure what that means. Like under it. I can't. Never mind. It's probably not important. It says 8d6 29 like equals 29, so we're gonna go with that.
Okay. All right. So first cultist fails. Second cultist fails. Third cultist, Jesus, fails. Fourth cultist fails. Ah, damn. Fifth fails. Come on. Last one. Fuck you. All the cultists fail. The guards. Let's see what they get. There's only 2 of them. That one fails, and then the second. That's a nat 1, absolutely. All right, so everybody fails. Their dexterity saving throws. So you watch. Well, actually, Drovar, you watch as this thin beam of red light just goes flying past your head, and then it just disappears into the room just for a second, and then the whole cave structure, including where you're all standing, shakes. You can see rubble just starting to fall from the ceilings onto your heads. Not enough to hurt you, but it's just definitely just falling. And Drovar, you just have to kind of like just block your vision just for a moment. And as your sight comes back, you can see 2 smoldering piles of where the guards used to be. Just gone. They're just incinerated, and there's just like the metal slag helmets are just kind of left on these piles of ashes. You can hear everybody else in this room just you don't see any of them on the ground, but you'd imagine that they're probably not great.
I can at least see like the cultist Hector back there, so he's still up.
Oh, he's still up. His robes are smoldering. There are some of it, like pieces of it, that are still on fire.
Is the room now lit up?
Yes, now there's light in the room. Look at that.
The room is not lit up.
Ooh.
Can we see their burning clothes?
Say it again.
Can we see their burning clothes?
You can see like they're starting to put them out. I mean, like but they are not. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Make all the noise while I'm streaming. But it didn't light up the room. A fireball is an explosion. It is not a means of light,
that's fine.
Unfortunately. But they are the ones that are there. They're not happy. They're not looking well, but they are up. Everybody else in the room is still up.
Is that the first time Bosch has cast Fireball?
It is.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. I used a scroll once before, but this is the first time you've seen me do it from my book.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's this blinding flash. You see a silhouette of Drovar kind of and then it's all dark again. But then you just hear, "That was perfect."
Nice, yeah. Basha dances out of the way with the rest of my movement into the other hallways that I'm out of the way, and I'm like, hope no one comes up behind me. All right, let's go.
Yep.
Basha, that was terrifying and magnificent.
Thank you. That is what Gorble says all the time, but he usually just calls me evil witch, so I appreciate that.
I'm glad she's on our side.
Me too.
All right. Hold on. Let me that at Gorple's here. Let me take that off real quick. Alrighty. So yeah, they are. There's like most of them in this room are not looking well. But yeah, that was a great turn from Basha.
You really tenderized.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
She's just getting,
macerate it a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah, she's just getting them all ready for you guys. All right. So next up is Amala.
Alrighty.
What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna look at Drover and be like, "Can you point me to where one may be?"
I think I hear somebody whimpering. You know, when there's an opening either to the left or right.
All right, I will go in on Drovar's instructions.
Okay.
10 feet up and then move to the left or right and then hit whatever you bump into.
All right, I will move there and.
Okay. Good.
Am I?
Yeah. There, you can smell burning flesh, all in this room. And rocks are still like you can feel rocks still falling from the ceilings as you're making your way there. But you can hear someone like next to you going, it's still gonna be, because there is no light, it will still be at disadvantage, but you're pretty sure there's somebody right next to you.
All right, that's all I was gonna ask. All right, first attack. A disadvantage is 23. I imagine that hits.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That's 15 damage.
Oh yeah. How do you want to kill this guy?
So I imagine Amala just, stabs straight ahead and impales this guy like a freaking shish kebab.
Yeah, your sword just like it's never had this least resistance before going through a body. And you can just hear the flesh just kind of as the sword goes through, most likely due to the seared flesh, thanks to Basha's fireball. But you stop hearing and just no movement. You have a good feeling that you got him.
All right, and I am out of movement, so I think I'm just going to stay right where I'm at.
Okay. Fact. Alrighty, so next up we have a Gwarple.
Okay.
You are yeah, there you go. I moved Bochek a little bit so you can see yourself.
Okay. I imagine it will take half my movement to dismount Bochek.
No, you have a climbing speed, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Cool. I'm going in. I pretend that I can't see, and then I stab this dude in the face with the rapier because I have blind sight.
Perfect.
That's so funny. I just picture him like wandering in, like, oh no, oh no,
oh no, oh god, oops, and I.
Yeah, go for it.
Drover can see this and thinks
that'll be 7.
Yeah, that'll do it. How do you want to kill that guy?
I just like stumble, and as I trip, I lunge. I do actually like a practical lunge with the rapier into his gut.
And Bosch is like leaning on Drover from the other side. Like, what's happening? Tell me what's happening.
Oh, that's great.
Did you add the oops in there as well?
Yeah. And then I continue moving.
Oh, I do say over to my shoulder to Basha, we should check these guys. I think they can see in the dark somehow.
And I make my second attack against this guy, AC 18.
Okay, go for it. You say 18? That does hit. That does hit.
That'll be 6 damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw if he's still up.
That's F. Yeah, no, he's gone. How do you want to kill him?
This time I'm like, oh. I kind of just like taste the air. I go, you guys smell delicious. Stab him. This room's gonna be so tasty. And then, as my bonus action, I go, hey Knack, there's good eating. Come here.
All right, yeah, Knack is right there. So if you want to move Knack in. And as you kill that guy, and he drops, you can see that he was standing in front of what looks like another cord.
That'll be AC 22 on this guy, I imagine that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're all barely standing from that fireball.
Knack does 10 damage to this dude.
How do you want Knack to tear this guy?
Will start with the eyes and make a feast of his face.
Oh yeah, it's just on top of him, just like, not being quiet anymore.
And then just kind of as a jerk move, he does like one like skit of his claw and then flies away.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty. That's
Really glad I can't see that.
Yeah, I can hear all these noises though. I'm like, what's happening? Just like constantly behind Shore. What's going on?
You don't want to know this part.
I'm cleaning up your mess. Thank you for making a mess.
You don't want
All
to see
right.
this. I wish I wasn't.
Yeah. Bocek, it is now your turn.
Oh, I can't see, and I'm going to run in.
Okay.
I'm able to get to D without with only 35 feet of movement, and I'm going to take a swing at him at disadvantage because I can't see, and I'm just swinging wildly.
Yep, go for it. I could just picture Bocek just running into the room. Ah!
Flailing his
To the left,
fists.
there you go. Right? Yeah. Swing.
23 to hit.
23 does hit.
It's going to be 10 damage.
Yeah, how do you want to kill that guy?
Just swinging wildly, I crack the guy in the head and he hits the wall as I stumble backwards, continuing to swing wildly.
Okay. Yeah, you hear this as you punch him and his head hits the rock wall behind him. There is this really mushy squelching sound. And you're like, I don't think I hit him that hard. And some part of you realizes, oh, that's right, Basha cooked them. So their bodies are a little sloppy right now, I guess would be the best way to say it.
All right.
And-
Come along the wall to your left.
After I take a step back, I'm out of movement, but I see a shadow sort of moving around with H, so I'm going to throw a dart at that weird thing moving in the darkness.
Go for it. Yeah, that'll still be at disadvantage.
Only a 12.
Hey, buddy, you're emboldened. Roll that D4.
Oh, yeah!
We're a pack.
16?
16 does hit.
A little to the left.
And that's 7 damage.
Yeah,
Pack of murder hobos.
yeah. You hear the dart just, and like normally it's more of a thunking sound. This time it's a, and then the shadow stops moving.
He's down.
Alrighty. Okay, so that's your turn. You still have some movement if you want to use it, Bocek?
No, I don't. I used all 40 feet, and I did not flurry of blows. I am, however, going to use a key point to use patient defense in case those two guys decide to jump me.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. So it is now the Dragon Claw's turn, which is what these cultists are called. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to. 5, and yeah, they're gonna gang up on Amala there. And with their weird dragon fanatic stuff, they have advantage, and they also have fanatical advantage. So the first one, I'm going to swing twice. They have multi-attack as well. So the first one, Lumala, is going to be a dirty 20.
That one does hit.
Okay. And then the second attack is also, yeah, that was a 23. So both hits, both attacks from the first Dragon Claw hit. The first hit, you will take 8 slashing damage with an extra 9. So altogether 17 slashing damage. And then from the second hit, you will take 8 slashing damage. The second individual will now do his multi-attack. The first hit is going to be 2 natural 20s. So the first one definitely does hit. The second one is going to be a 15. I don't think that hits you. Since you're armored, but okay. So you only get hit with the first of his multi-attack, but that was the crit. And he does have fanatical advantage. So that is going to be 13 slashing damage with an extra 10 slashing damage. That's 23 altogether.
So that was a crit.
Yeah, that was the crit.
So I can see these guys. It's clear they are fighting without any problems in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
All right, I'm at -2 currently, so I drop.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, you just watch as these two individuals, Drovar, you're the only one that kind of sees this. Just run up to Amala and just like whirling dervishes, and then Amala just drops to the ground. All right, and then all right, so and then they move away from her. And that is all they can do because everybody else became crispy critters. All right, so with that, we're back at the top of the round. Drovar is all you.
I yell, Amala's down. We need light in here. And I just move straight to this guy. And I'm just going to go to town on him. I will go for Reckless because I want to make sure this guy drops.
All right, go for it.
$23.
Does hit.
18 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, you just hack right into it. It's still standing. And now that you're so close, you can see, just underneath the hood, just some pointed, it's slightly pointed ears.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of different races, but not most of them don't have dark vision. So they've got some way to do this.
Right.
And it's time to find out what that is. The second hit is a 22.
22 does hit.
Another 15 damage.
How do I kill that guy?
Just, when Drovar's fighting, he's all business. He just goes right through the guy. It's like cutting through a wall just to get to the next guy. And I'm just looking at the next guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you just hack right into his chest, just like the other one. And it just drops to his knees and just falls over. Hey, anything else you want to do? You still have some movement?
Yeah, I will I'm moving right up to him. It's
Okay.
like, yeah, move out of my, yeah, get away from me, please.
Perfect. Alrighty. Next up is Basha.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wander in, and with my dim light, I'll be able to see Imala, and I'm gonna look over and see that Drovar pretty much has this handled. Well, between like Drovar and everyone else in the room, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to use my action to take the is it the help action to stabilize her, to like get her back up. What is it? It's not the help action. What is it called?
Check.
Oh, medicine check. I can do that.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
Well, do you have a healing kit?
I do, and I have a proficiency in medicine as well.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Then
So
go ahead. Go right ahead.
that's a 14 for medicine check.
Okay, yeah, that's easy enough. You begin the process of getting her. You actually stop the bleeding, and at this moment you are stabilized, Amala, but you are still unconscious. Alrighty.
Yeah. We need to get her up when we can. I just shout, and that's it.
All right, so it's Amala's turn. Amala, you are just kind of having a nap right now. Let's see.
This is nice.
Thankfully, you don't have to roll, any kind of death saving. Gorple, it's up. It's on you now.
My short hopping legs, I go, God damn it, he's so far. And I kind of I plunge my rapier into the ground and I draw a short bow and I fire 2 arrows.
Go for it.
I forgot to equip a short bow. Hold on.
Groin Seeker is still in the penalty box.
Groin Seeker is currently in the penalty box.
Uh-huh.
AC 22.
That does hit.
Ooh, 10 damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And con save is 15.
All right, he's good. Does AC 14 hit?
Just hits.
That's good. My emboldening bond made it so I hit.
All right, nice.
Nine more damage, and I need that con save, please.
Okay. That is a failure. It's a 6.
He will take 3 more poison.
Okay. Yeah, you just he's still standing. He's just like
and Knack goes for the face.
Go for it. Yeah.
AC 19.
Does hit.
And he'll do 10 damage.
How does Knack want to kill this guy?
Well, masks have eye holes, and he has a long beak.
Yeah, just pokes right through.
This guy's just he does the mummy thing where he just his eyes are out. He's just ah.
It just drops. And yeah, at the moment, you kind of spend a moment just looking around. There is still the odd pebble or rock that is still falling from the massive explosion. It is very warm in this room. The smell of bacon permeating throughout this chamber. Long pork, if you will.
I'm craving bacon for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, you can just dig right in. They're already cooked.
But at this moment, it seems that the danger has passed.
All right, we gotta figure out. These guys could see in the dark. They've got to have something, or somebody put magic on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take the red mask that I took from the last room, and I'm gonna like put it on and see if there's like weird like magic on it, so I can see in the dark or something.
Okay. You put it on. No. No immediate change or to your vision or anything else.
No, just the mask.
All right, I call upon the spirits of nature to restore Amala. Amala heal 10.
So you are now conscious, but prone, but you can get up. You're out of combat at this point.
Smelling faintly of like medicinal herbs from where Pasha was tending to you, like kind of like chamomile and like some like weird like just not good stuff.
I don't have much spiritual power left for the purposes of healing that we might want to save. I don't know, Amala, can you heal yourself more? I have a healing potion. I have an extra one if you need. I don't know what's going on.
I can take care of myself.
All right. Yeah, and it smells like Bocek is starting to cook.
And I just go Lightbringer and I just have light.
Oh yeah,
we could have done that before.
The room is now illuminated.
As the room illuminates, you noticed Bocek looming over you, ready to tackle you, unsure what the shadows moving over there were.
Hey, buddy. Down.
It's you guys. Okay.
All right.
Humans no see in dark, right?
No, we can't.
No, all these guys did. They were waiting for me.
I
Came around.
reach down and pick up one of the masks and just try to hold it over my face.
Okay.
Yes.
So the ones nearest to you are the ones that are kind of cooked. So as you pull the mask off, the face comes off with it.
Immediately throw it across the room, freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't waste a good darkened skin. Come on, it's crispy.
We can stop this conversation anytime.
Yeah, I'm perfectly willing to leave that conversation behind when we
There's
leave
a
the room.
hallway we should go investigate. Like, I guess we could search these people, but like, I think we can come back if we kill everyone.
I'd like to walk over to a non-crispy one.
There are two of them. Yeah.
I would like to take the mask off and hold it to my face and try to look around the darkness.
Okay. You do hold it to your face. I mean, the room is lit up at this moment, but there doesn't seem to be kind of any change to your vision.
Asha, can you tell if there's anything magical on them? Or, I mean...
How about this? All of you roll, or whoever would like to roll an investigation check can.
Can I do Arcana? I mean, I could also do investigation, but...
Well, start with investigation. Yeah, Amala, you are just you're still kind of like woozy from the attacks, so you're not.
D4 still in effect.
Yes.
8.
Bocek, you're still freaked out by the whole face thing that just happened. You're like,
I don't really care that much. I'm just like, whatever.
Go ahead.
I got a 20.
Drovar 20. Basha.
I got a 17.
17. Okay. So between Drovar and Basha, you start kind of going through the bodies. I'll tell you that the crispy ones, very difficult to figure out facial features at this point, considering the fireball. But you start to see the telltale signs of either fully pointed or slightly pointed ears, leading you to the belief that most of them were either elves or half elves. You go to the ones that are not crispy, as we've been calling it, and those two are absolutely half elf. It's difficult to find out what the guards were, considering that two of them turned into ash. But the one that the Dragonborn that you killed, the body is just smoldering. It's just there, like it's no longer. It was dead before the fireball. And as you're picking through everything, everything is just slagged. Like the armor, the weapons, they're no good to be used anymore. They're just kind of fused to bone and muscle. It's really, really interesting, but disgusting.
Sorry.
Except for this set of goggles, which just slides right off of the burned face of the Dragonborn, which is not as burned as you would expect, considering it is, as you're looking down, it is a red dragon, Dragonborn, and it's not as fried and crispy, but the scales are just kind of like pulling off. But as you kind of take these goggles, like everything just slides right off it, and as you're looking at it, like there's not a mark on them. They're not warm to the touch. There's nothing. There's no dirt. There's no blood. They have this like interesting, like they look like these big goggles with tinted lenses, and they have like this leather, like elaborate leather strapping around the back.
I'm gonna put them on.
Okay. So as you put them on, immediately the light in here is super bright. Like you can still see, but you just kind of have to squint while you're.
Oh, I think this is how some of them were seeing. Oh god, it's bright. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's so bright in here.
Did we check any of the one? Well, let's keep this in mind because these guys were, that fireball was exactly what we needed. Otherwise, they'd have diced up more than a mala in here. Those guys in the red robes are nasty.
Yes,
They hit really hard.
Yeah, that would have been very, very bad. I'm glad that I finally copied that to my spell book. So,
all right, let's. We got to keep moving though before they. So
I have an idea. So I'm going to take Lightbringer and I'm going to strap Lightbringer to Bocek's belt. This way, Bocek moves really fast, so we can get into a room and light it up if we need him to. It glows about as bright as a torch without burning anyone.
yes. Now, for these goggles, though, Imala, it is between you and I, because you cannot see in dark and I cannot see in dark either. I think these goggles might allow you to. I'm not sure.
All right, let's give it a try.
Wait. I think I have idea.
Okay.
Amala, I have glowing crotch now. Amala stick near me because Amala fight front lines. You need goggles to shoot from far away, right?
I mean, yes, they would help with that. It is true. Also, they look very dashing, make me look like strange, like wizard person.
No, but if I'm in fucking room when you blow it up, trying to light way where you shoot things, I become bacon. Bocek, I become Bocek.
Yes, you become Bolchek, it's true.
Also,
is that what Bocek means?
Yes.
Basha, can you cast the light spell or whatever?
Not currently. In the past, yes, I could. It doesn't mean I couldn't again, but I think it is better. I know what you're going to say. I think this is better because then we can be stealthier.
No, I was just saying, can you cast it now?
No.
Okay.
But one thing I was going to ask, do any of you have extra torches, maybe, that you're not using?
I got so many torches. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, give me a few, because one thing I can do is I do have a spell that will let me light a torch or a campfire, so I could always do that if we desperately need light.
Bocek takes a torch out of his bag and lights it.
That's not okay. Well, we have that now.
So your parents named you after the most delicious breakfast food ever.
Yes, I think that's his good child name.
I do you not know names of? Let me tell you names of brothers and sisters.
No.
Wonky, Kluski, Pierogi, Kroshushko, Kilbasa, Kilbanos, Kapusta, and Fred.
Yes.
There's this hallway. We should definitely go down it. Hey, Summer, can you take the lead? I'm going to follow you.
My last name means soup, but no one asks me.
I'm just going to walk into a sudden death if I...
So, as a reminder, because Drovar, you would recall this, there is also an opening up here at the end of this hallway.
I want to check that first, because knowing this, I mean, the edge of the cave is kind of in that direction, so sort of dwarf knowledge of underground stuff. There can't be much here, right? Unless it goes down.
Yeah, you're not sure because you didn't actually make your way down that
so
way.
He's going to go here first and just kind of go look around the corner before glowy crotch boy comes walking up and lights the whole place up.
Yes, I have your back.
Okay. So would I like to make a perception check for me, Drovar?
We're going up first, just to make sure there's nothing behind us, so they don't come up behind us and trap us.
So perception check?
Yes.
Okay, 16 total.
Okay.
The D4 added.
So a couple of things. As you're kind of making your way here, you're kind of like looking at the ground. And as you look at the ground, you notice a couple of things. First thing you notice is that this seemed to be a heavy traffic area. There's definitely a lot of foot movement back and forth from this particular hallway going into and out of this area. The second thing you notice is you find a couple of coins on the ground at the kind of getting closer to the opening. You do find like 10 copper, 4 silver pieces, 1 gold. And then as you're just kind of looking in the room, you can see that like the ground seems to be like there are these heavy grooves and like things have been moved and slid around, but also because of the fireball, there's a lot of like now rocks and stuff. There seems to be a body in the middle of the room, just covered in dirt and rocks currently. But the room itself seems to be mostly empty. Let me see.
Okay, so the fireball, there was no fireball in here, but the kind of the force of the explosion caused some debris to fall in this room.
That's what it looks like. And you can see like broken items. There's overturned boxes as well that are empty. There are, again, more scattered coins throughout this whole area. And there are some small gems as well.
All right, looks like they stored a lot of treasure in here, taken most of it out. There's stuff on the floor we could get, but there's a body in here too. So, come on up with me. In case he gets up.
Okay. Altogether, if anybody is like picking up like the coins, it all comes out to be about 16 worth of.
Sorry, how much was it? You cut out
16 gold pieces worth of items. All right, so you kind of enter the room, and yeah, most of the boxes are broken, overturned, empty. And there is this is just one body just covered in like dirt and rocks. Who's getting like up in this body's grill?
I'll get up in this body's
grill. I'm gonna poke it with a sword before anybody gets up in the grill.
Okay, so you poke it with a sword, and immediately it's 5 more minutes more.
Oh, he's asleep.
As you get closer, Bocek, you can see that there are about 6 broken bottles of what clearly are some kind of ale or wine or something that were probably intact before the fireball, but are now like broken, crushed, and kind of just like wet around.
I shoot daggers at Basha.
I'm sorry.
You make better than this anyway. What are you worried about?
Yeah. I just got rid of competition for you.
So this is looking like a sleeping or unconscious
drunk.
cultist?
Drunk.
Possibly.
All right. There's everyone else is around. I was like, well, wake him up.
I get out the rope. I get out my rope. I'm like, here, Bocek, tie him up.
Okay.
Okay. Without any issue. Like he snores and he snorts. He mumbles something that is kind of incoherent, but doesn't fight you at all, and you easily are able to tie him up.
Should we wake him?
Well, we're not leaving him behind us.
Yeah. Wake his ass up. I'll kind of like kick him in the chest. Get up! Get up!
I'm going to shout at him in Draconic, telling him to get up.
Make an intimidation check with advantage because Warple just kind of kicked them in the face and ribs.
That's a 19.
He immediately shoots up and his eyes open, and his eyes open, they are bloodshot and red, and he's like, "Hey, I'm up, hey, damn, and just passes right back out.
I don't.
Guys, I think I found my soulmate.
Yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror. Wait, does he have goatee? Is this evil version of Bocek?
He does have a goatee.
I'm gonna search his body.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What do you got on him?
He has a scimitar. He has the Black Cultist mask, which is not on right, but it's on. He's a half elf, and he is drunk as hell. He's got 2 gold pieces on him.
I take it. I throw his scimitar across the room.
Doesn't he just keeps snoring and muttering under his breath?
Also, DM, the hand movement killed me. I am dead now.
R.I.P. Yeah, so, Bocek, you already have soulmate, your goddess person or whatever.
Yeah.
I found brother.
He's coming around slightly, but for the most part, he's just like he is drunk.
All right. There's a way to wake up and sober anyone. I pull out my dagger and I put it against his throat, and I go, "Wake up, or you die." And I slowly start pushing the blade, just enough to draw a little blood.
Why didn't you use your gusher thing? Because that also would have done the trick. That wakes up any drunk person. But that's fine.
As you do that, he just goes, "Oh, itchy."
All right, fuck it, geyser. Wake up!
All right. Oh shit.
Yeah, you're gonna hit Drovar too, because the way they're positioned.
It only actually hits one person though, so I literally just I aim it at his chest and I go, "Geyser."
Okay. Let's see. I want to make sure I do this right. Let's see. Yeah, this instantly soaked.
And he takes DC 13 strength save, but if he's sleeping, I don't know if he can make a strength save.
He's passed out. Like he is passed out. So he fails it automatically.
He takes 1 point of bludgeoning and is launched and knocked proner.
Proner, yeah. He is more on the ground than he already is. In fact, it looks like the geyser has pushed him slightly more into the ground. And he's just like, "What is it? Well, I'm all wet. I'm wet."
He's not a threat. We should just leave him.
Well, oh shit! Well, how the tide up? Oh!
Look at me! Look at me! I am Bocek. I am your new god. Forget the dragons. And I stand up as tall as I can.
What?
He looks at you, and like the mask is like sliding down his face slightly, so only one eye you can only see one eye through the mask. And he just, what? Eunice, how did you get here, Eunice?
Look at how my crotch glows. I am Bocek, your new god.
You're not making any sense, Eunice.
I am the god of alcohol.
Hey, where's your boss lady at? Oh, he wants a drink. Pour booze in his mouth, I guess.
I lightly slap his cheek. Where is your boss? I must smite her for heresy.
Oh, not this shit again, Eunice. Nope. Mama said to put my foot down. Yep.
I'm going to lift him off the floor all 10 feet up and like hold him slightly above eye level and shake him back and forth slightly. Where is your boss?
I refuse to call you boss, Eunice. Mama said don't do it.
All right, this guy is too drunk to be helpful. We should just keep exploring. Pick up those gems. Let's get out of here.
Give him some of your special green mead, though.
No.
Just so he doesn't get back up.
He will die of alcohol poisoning.
He's not going to get back up. You should all leave.
That's true. Let's go.
You can't prove that.
No.
All right, I'm taking my rope back then because we don't need it and it's a waste.
We're not killing guy who probably doesn't even care about stupid cult and just followed Eunice.
Okay, we're gonna get this one. If that guy shows up in the middle of a fight having raised the alarm, I get to slap you in the face as hard as I can.
All right.
Done.
But if he doesn't,
he got to live, and I just walk out. That's the deal. He dies or a slap. It's one or the other.
Deal.
All right, so Basha, you eventually untie him, take your rope back. Does not seem to register at all. Bocek, what are you doing with him? Are you just kind of putting him down?
I'm putting him down and I'm leaving a note. You were spared by Bocek. Leave this cave or I will break you. It was not a dream.
Okay.
Is it like half misspelled? Because I feel like it's like...
Some of the things are written backward. It's probably written in crayon.
That's fair. You do have an intelligence of 8. That's fair. 6. I apologize for making you smarter. All right. All right. So you drop him on the ground. He instantly just like, okay, dang it, and just passes out again. But every time he turns, he's now squishing due to the geyser that he was hit with. But it doesn't seem to faze him as he just passes back out. But you begin to make your way back into the room, the bacon room, we will call it, and are now looking down this area. Who is heading this area up? Drovar?
Oh, it's still no light, right?
Well, not until Bocek shows up.
Okay.
I'm using my goggles.
Yeah, I will start down.
Okay.
I'll take point.
Yeah. As Basha, as you're wearing the goggles, and you can see like there is like this. They're really beautiful. It definitely seems to have. There has been some love and quality put into this product, into these goggles. There is like, it's very odd as you kind of put them on. They seem to adjust to fit your face until they feel very, very comfortable. But there is this kind of like part, like this nose guard that's almost very kind of like bird-like. And it, like these edges kind of like come to a point on top of the goggle, like brass. You're not sure if it's brass or gold, but as you do wear them and you walk into a darkened area, you start to see shadows, and the color kind of drains away, but you can still see things in gray, and you actually have dark vision up to 60 feet.
For purposes of inventory, would these by chance be goggles of night?
They are.
Aha! Cool. I mean, I know Bosch doesn't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that in game, but for your purposes, yes, that is exactly. Okay. And Drovar, as you are looking at this area, you can see there are no doors or anything, but you can see another hallway. It only goes about another 10 feet or so until it begins to open up once again into a larger area. Start opening it up for you. And this is actually a much larger cavern, if you will, than the one you are currently.
Is Bochek joining us, or is he staying in that room? Because I need that light.
He is
I'm joining you guys. I tried moving me on the actual stream page instead of the map page.
I took care of you.
I do that.
Okay. Yeah, so Basha, yeah, as the light does come in, it does, like I said, it does, you can still look through the goggles, but you do have to squint a little as the light does seem just slightly little. Not painful or anything. It's just uncomfortable. All right, but yeah, as you move in, you can see what looks like a very comfortable living chamber. Let's see. There's a writing desk, a stool, several tables with books and papers, and a mirror on a floor stand. As you enter, you can see that there are 2 oil lamps that are low lit, but on the tables, but they are on. Thick rugs completely cover the floor. Let's see. And spread open on one of the tables is a simple map of the Greenfields area, showing the villages the cult attacked and looted. An arrow is sketched in from the Greenfields towards the west, and the town of Baragost on the trade way, where the arrow turns north. A separate sheet of paper that is covered with numerals and columns contains the note: everything must be freighted north to Neritar. Resmir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones. Other papers of less interest, most of them have bad poetry about dragons.
Some really good poetry they got there.
Is it?
You can see that there is what looks like another separate chamber on to the north of where you're at.
Okay. What is this?
You don't see that.
Cool.
I see nothing.
So yeah, I guess search the desk, see if there's any like secret compartments.
Yeah.
I will check up to this other chamber just to see, the shape of it, what's in there.
Okay. So as you get to that area, that up. Okay. And in that area, let's see. You see a bed, a trunk. There's actually 2 trunks. And that's it. Bochek entered the room. Bochek, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Do I add an emboldening bond to this?
If you'd like.
That's going to be a 27.
Okay. As you kind of move across, and again, the whole area that you're standing on is like there's like fur rugs that are just kind of like on the ground. As you step in the specific area you're standing on, Bochek, you feel all of a sudden that there's nothing under this rug where you're stepping, and you feel your leg just keep going down, and you kind of lift it up, and you just watch as there's a depression now where you stood, almost like a hole right there, but the rug is still kind of like there, like the rug has not gone through this hole, but there is a hole where you just stepped. And if you had pulled away, you feel like, this probably wouldn't have gone very well for me.
Floor's trapped.
All right, let's get the rug up.
All right, you pull the rug up, and there is a chute with a rope ladder going downwards.
Not trapped. Secret exit.
All right, we should check those trunks. If they didn't pack up these, their stuff, there might be things in there.
Yes, Gorple, do you want to check one? I'll check other for traps.
Sure.
Okay. So the two trunks. There is. Let's see. Who's taking the trunk on the left and who is taking the trunk on the right? Because they're kind of side by side in front.
I'll do left.
Okay.
I'll do right, I guess.
All right.
Okay. So Gorple, you go to the trunk on the left. Is there anything you want to do, or are you just?
I would like to investigate it for a trap.
Go for
See
it.
if it's trapped. What would you like? Investigation, perception?
Investigation. Same thing for you, Basha.
Oh, I rolled bad. Let's hope there's not a fireball in one of these.
I got a 15.
15.
I got a 5.
Okay, so Gorple, the trunk that you're in front of is not locked, and it is not trapped.
Mine's
Basha.
good.
Basha.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, so that's great.
Yeah, yours is not locked or trapped either.
Great, I open it.
Okay, you go to open it. It is locked.
Oh, wait, what?
And
Hold on.
I opened
You
mine.
thought it was unlocked because you rolled a 5, but it is clearly now locked as you're trying to pull it open.
Well, now
You
I'm
noticed
concerned.
And I just opened mine. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
Mine's
opened yours.
fine.
As you open yours, Gorple, there is a set of very nice silk clothing, like traveler's clothing, clearly made for a woman. It's like women's clothing.
Basha, I think I got you a new outfit.
Nice.
But Basha's having you look over. Basha's having a hard time
Here,
opening up her.
Let me get it. Let me get that, Basha.
I could have sworn it was not locked, and now it's locked, and I'm
Okay.
mad.
I think those goggles are really getting to your head, and I will attempt to thieves' tools open the
Okay,
chest.
go for it. So, D20. You're proficient, right? Or you just have them? You're proficient. D20 proficiency check and your dexterity.
16.
16. You're kind of getting the tools in there, and as you do, there is a puff of smoke.
I breathe it deeply.
Yeah, you're not affected. It is poison.
Oh gosh, I'm so poisoned. I feel so sick. It feels like the first time you, me, and Bocek went on an adventure and someone opened something and their name is Bocek and then they were really sick for the entire time.
Oh,
I
yeah,
should.
it was the stinky gas.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
does.
Gorple just, inhaled it.
I absorbed it into my skin and I'll be more potent now.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
After a moment, it dissipates, but the lock remains locked.
Oh wow, this is a really good lock.
Alright, wait, let me try it again. Now that you got rid of the gas, let me try it again. Maybe I can do it.
All right. Well, here I had a little bit of trick on the third tumbler, so be careful. I'm gonna help her.
Okay. DC's gonna be higher.
Okay, oh boy. Alright, I am proficient though also, so D20 plus prof plus dex, is that?
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm giving you the help action, so you have advantage.
Yep.
Right, so you're gonna frog explain it.
Yeah, it was real tricky, but I think you can do it. I believe in you.
Alright, so that's 18 plus 3, 18, 20, 21 plus 0. So 21.
21. That'll do it, actually. As you are being frog-splained how to kind of pick it open and everything, you can see exactly where the trap mechanism was attached to the key. And you can see that the key, there is a key that goes to this, that the key itself must have an ability to also disable the trap as it is being unlocked. But unfortunately, Gorple had activated it and broken this little vial that kind of released this gas. But with his help, you are able to pop the lock. And as you open the trunk, you can see the very familiar purple robes that you saw the boss lady, the boss cultist, walking around with, including a purple cultist mask.
Okay, not gonna lie, I'm going to take these and I want to wear them at some point. Not the mask, because I don't care about that, but these robes like match my outfits, so like I kind of want them.
I mean,
also, I am
to be
taking
fair,
the mask.
If you put on the robes and the mask at a distance, people just think you're her. We might be able to get through this place easier. Also, why'd she ditch her stuff? That's a little weird.
That is a little weird.
She didn't take her stuff because she's still here. So when we show up to kill her and you're wearing her clothes, she's going to be really pissed and she'll do something stupid.
That'll be great. Let's do it. What else is in this trunk, or just that?
That's it.
Alright, get out. I need to change. Get out.
You're a mammal. I don't care what you look like.
Get out, Gorpal. I don't care.
Alright, fine.
Bocek stands with his head facing the wall, like other side of the cavern.
Okay.
Well, I guess so. While she's changing, this is going to take a little while.
Yeah.
Do we want to go down next, or do we want to explore the rest of the cavern?
I think we should. I mean, it looks like. I mean, there's other stairs that go. There's an open chamber that goes down, but my guess is they're not going to expect us to come down this way.
I mean, we did sneak up on that wizard last time, and I love sneaking up on people before they know we're coming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will also say, there is a fine layer of rocks, pebbles, and dirt all over everything in this chamber as well.
This is also from the fireball.
From the fire. Yeah, you figure it's from the fireball.
I think we should definitely go down. I mean, she's got some nice stuff here. I think we could take the stuff from this smoking den of evil and set up a little lounge for ourselves somewhere.
Yeah, when we get our fancy tent back.
Oh, yeah.
We now have
Fancy
furniture.
tent?
Yeah, we killed a red wizard and took his fancy tent.
Ah.
But it's on our cart. Hey, actually, I was thinking about that. Basha, do you have a way to contact the wizard mafia? You look ridiculous. But if you have a way to contact the wizard mafia, they might have like a location spell to find Hank or the cart, because like that's a magic wagon that they gave us, so they definitely have it tracked.
Right, I mean, they know where we
Yeah,
are
I thought
at all
about
times
that.
because of that.
Yes, I mean, like I can send a quick message to just any of us, but I can't send the one far away. Oh yes, that's something else I can do now. By the way, I can like talk to you in your ear after we talked about it with the spy. I decided I should probably learn how to do that.
That's both good and creepy at the same time.
Yes.
But, I mean, look, they cleared out that room. They took the treasure and left the drunk guy behind. So it's possible, Hank's already gone. We may have to.
But if we're gonna go track him, they
yeah.
might be able to give us a lead if we don't have one.
Right. So,
Yeah. We'll take all the books and all those papers, including the bad poetry. That's necessary to be taken. And
I love Dargan, I say in my new cultist outfit.
oh gosh.
I'll have to read all this poetry to Bahamut and see what he thinks later.
I love Durgan.
All right, I guess let's descend. You want to go first, Rovar? You want me to go? Yeah. How big is his shaft?
It's 30 feet wide.
Wide or?
Hold on, 30.
I was like, or is that the length? I was like, Jesus,
Hold on.
that's a hole.
Yeah, this whole floor was just.
Just double checking. Hold on a second.
It's like a sinkhole.
Yeah. It
What
is.
do you mean? You're just getting taller. Wait.
I'm sorry. It is. It seems to go about 30 feet down. And it is about 10 feet wide.
Okay. So, if you take the ladder, I will climb on the wall adjacent to you, like across the way from you, and kind of follow you down so that we're both going down at the same time.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Basha, do you want to go before myself?
Yes.
All right.
And Bochek, do you want me to bring up the rear, or do you want to bring up the rear?
Maybe Butchek be in middle since I have light.
Perfect. I'll bring up the rear then.
Alrighty then. So, as you all begin your descent down this unknown chute, using this rope ladder that is clearly made to go down, and you're unsure what you're going to find, that's where we're going to go on break. Alrighty, so making your way through the cave system. All right, so we'll be back shortly. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us, and we'll see what happens when we return. See you soon. All right, and we are back, folks. All right, so you begin descending down this 30-foot corridor. What was the order that you were going down?
Drovar and Gorple were going down together.
Okay.
Drovar was using the ladder. Gorple's just going down the wall.
But I want to stay. I want to kind of stay flanking him so that we kind of move at the same pace.
Gotcha.
I think I was behind them.
Okay, so Masha, and then Amala and Bocek kind of bringing up the rear.
I think it was Bocek, then me.
Okay.
Yeah, that way I could light up in front of Amala.
Gotcha. Perfect. Alrighty. So you begin descending down this 30-foot long hole. And you can see that it is very roughly hewn. It's not defined in any such way by any means. It is clearly somebody just needed this to be a hole, and they made it such. And it definitely looks used. The rope ladder that you're on that has some wear and tear on.
Okay, so quick question. So this this shaft here, it's not like this is like water slowly eroding. It's a natural thing. It's like somebody made it. They just didn't put any craft into it.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And you do recall that that you have been to, when you were asking around the camp. This camp has been here for about 6 months or so. This is not just a slap together, in a couple of days camp. They've been here for a while. And as you are slowly descending, I need a stealth check from all of you, please.
Do we still have the +10?
I have not broken concentration, and it lasts an hour, so likely.
Yeah, it has not been an hour yet. Get close. I want to say you have like half an hour left.
I'm so thankful for that +10 because I have been rolling crap on my stealth checks today.
All right. All right, Drovar, what'd you get?
24.
Nice. Scorple?
I got a 35, and so did and my little boy got a 33.
33. Jeez. All right. Basha?
16.
Bocek? Oh, did we lose Bocek?
Nope.
Oh.
Wrong button.
Okay.
14.
14. All right. Amala?
17.
Okay. Let's check quick. Okay. All right. So, Drovar and Gorple, as you are the first two moving down the shaft, as you begin to get towards the bottom, you can definitely hear hushed talking. And
Like directly below us, or like somewhere down there.
You're reaching the bottom. You're actually at the bottom. There is a floor below you, and you have there's a clearance of about 6 feet. But the rope ladder does go all the way down to the ground. So you kind of get down to the ground. Doesn't seem like you have set off any alarms at at this point in time. But there's definitely hushed talking in the cavern that you have just descended into. And you can see that there are stalactites and stalagmites in this cavern. There are a number of individuals. And as you and Gorple kind of make your way down, at least in the first few moments or so, you don't seem to be noticed. You could make out from where you and Gorple have come down. Let's see. You can see mostly in this room. There's about 7 or 8 individuals in this room. They're spread out throughout. But at this point in time, like, there is some light. There's like some torch light, but it's towards the end of this cavern. So the ones, the individuals that you're seeing that are closer to you are more, you know, in shadow, and you can see, especially with your dark vision, Drovar, you can see humanoid, like large humanoids, just kind of standing there looking around. They have weapons in their hands. The ones that you can see the clearest, there are 4 individuals of massive size holding great axes. And they're just kind of, they look like they're waiting around for something. But their attention is looking around, but they haven't seen you or Gorple yet.
Right. Are these the kind of big, like, dragon-like things that were guarding the entrance to this cave?
They don't. Well, the ones that you saw, they were wearing like heavy armor, shields, and spears. These don't seem to have any shields. You don't see like the glint of metal on them, but they seem massive. To get any more detail, you would have to get closer.
Okay, but they're definitely of a size, like, using mechanics, they're of a large size. You know, they're bigger.
No, they're medium sized, but they look very, very like muscular and brawny for being medium.
Okay, so like kind of meat shieldy looking, like fighter types, you know, as opposed to ogres, which is what I was.
Yeah, do they have any? Yeah, I don't see much because it's very dark, I imagine.
Yeah, no, you can at this point you can see the shadows of them, Gorple, but you can't make out even the detail that Drovar is able to make out with.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put up my hood and go Predator.
Okay.
And I will begin crawling, I believe, against the stalagmite. Which are the ones on the ceiling?
Those are stalactites, and the ones on the ground are stalagmites.
So I kind of like nod to Drovar before I pull my hood up and like start blending, and I just kind of weave my way on the top end using the cover of the stalactites.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Okay,
so
I look up, I see Basha coming down, because I can see probably like the dangly light from Bocek's item.
Yeah, from yeah.
I look up and, you know, just try to wave to get Basha's attention because she can see me, and I just mouth, "No light." If I'm trying to get, you know, I don't want to make noise, but I want her to get the light to turn off before they see it and look this way, if possible.
I will
I
say,
don't know if they know how to turn that off, though.
Yeah. Well, specifically, Warple would have to turn it off because he is technically the owner of it.
No, it is not an item that requires attunement. Anyone can turn it off.
Oh,
you literally have to say the word Lightbringer.
Oh, that's true. But
yeah, but we don't know that. None of us know that.
Yeah, I think, and you gave it to Bocek. All right, let's be real.
Yeah,
that's fair. But every time I use it, I literally say Lightbringer.
Right.
Yes, you also say geyser all the time. We just think you're delighted in the magic itemness of it.
Well, if somebody tells me to put it out, I've already got an idea of what Bocek will do based on a private intelligence roll.
Look, I think I will, because I understand what Drovar is saying, so I'm going to turn around and be like, Bojack, turn out. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to whisper it. How close are we to the bottom? Like, do I think I'd be heard if I was whispered?
You're not sure. You can
Guess I finally get to use message because I haven't used it yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast my cantrip message, and I'm going to whisper in Bocheck's ear. And I've never done this before, Bocheck, so you're gonna react how you're gonna react. But I'm gonna mouth at the same time as the voice in your ear is saying, "We need to put out the light."
Bocheck looks around, mostly looking up for God talking to him, apparently.
Bocheck, this is not God, that is Basha.
Bocheck is going to try to crack Lightbringer like a glow stick. And when that doesn't work, he's just going to throw it back up the hole as hard as he can. Look, I rolled a 2 and I've got a -2, okay?
I think I actually am dying.
I'm just gonna see myself out now. Good night.
Okay. All right.
Like, I know she's behind me, so I'd, like, throw it over her shoulder, but I'm just like, oh, well, this magic item's not with us anymore.
Oh, check. So you said you said you rolled a 2?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. I need you. This is probably gonna be super easy for you, but I'm just very curious. I'm gonna need you to roll an athletics check for me to huck this past Amala.
Wow, only a 13.
Okay, only a 13. All right.
You are emboldened if you want.
Oh yeah, let me
Yeah, use your D4.
Yes, make that a really bold huck.
14. Anyone cool with me using one of the group rerolls here?
Sure.
Almost no. Only just for the sheer comedic disaster.
I know, except I'm afraid for Amala because Amala was already injured once today. So
no, we do not want her to plummet.
Yeah,
All right,
that'd be great. Just be hit really hard, fall down on top of everyone. Like,
What'd you get?
With the group reroll, it's a 30.
nice.
Okay. Amala, you just watch as this missile of light just flying past your face, goes up and disappears above you somewhere. And you hear the ting 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 ting, which does echo.
Yeah. So Drovar's kind of like, no light, and then just sees like the light kind of.
And then you hear, you and Gorple both hear, ting 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 ting. Immediately, everyone in the room just is on guard, and you see the large humanoids with the great axes immediately turn in your direction.
I just look up at Basha. It's like, get down here fast. It's about to get wet.
I know.
As you kind of move in, you can now see these individuals starting to move towards you. I will open up the room so you can all see.
Let me know how far I crawled into the room.
I would say you're able to crawl in at your full movement at this point.
Okay.
And let me open this up so you can see. There's a fairly large room. Second. All right. There we go. And these individuals move up slightly. And you can see two also what are now that you're actually getting a view of what's going on, Drovar, they look like half elves, these large humanoids. coming at with the great axes, and the individuals in the back.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 of them. You can right now on the map you can only see 2, but there are 4, and you hear one of them.
I don't know who they are. Just stop them. Right now. We don't have time for this.
And as you hear that from the voice, the 2 individuals disappear into the darkness over here, leaving just these 2 back here. I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative. Hold on. Let me start the encounter, and then then we can do that. All right. Now everybody can roll initiative. All righty. Basha.
18.
18. Okay. All righty. So, initiative has been rolled. Okay, this is about to get super interesting.
My initiative is a +1 on top of what I rolled.
Gotcha. All right, so 20,
Not that it matters.
25.
It's really
Yeah.
high.
No, that's cool. I got you. I fixed it. All righty. So,
Yeah, mine. I had an extra D. I rolled the D4, right? So it's a total. It's up to a 17.
oh, 17? Okay,
That
so
adjusts me in order.
yeah, it absolutely does.
Good.
We're gonna. What is your dexterity modifier, Trovar?
+1.
This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Perfect. Gotcha. All right. So those 2 individuals disappear into the darkness. You have these large humanoids, which look like they look to be half elvish in nature, coming towards you with these large battle axes. And these 2 other larger individuals in the back, who, as the 2 disappear, you watch as torches go out. And this room is now plunged into darkness. Okay.
Guys, when do we get rid of the light?
Alrighty, so here we go. Gorple, you are up first. Basha, you are up after Gorple.
Okay.
All right. So there's no light in this room anymore.
Nope.
How tall are the ceilings?
The ceilings are. Second. This particular room. Second. Don't make it easy. 10 feet high.
Okay, wow. Okay, so they're not very high. Okay, so I will, because I'm climbing on the roof. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep no, fuck it. Because I'm still stealth, they don't really see me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw a net at the dude in front of me.
Oh, good, good call. Let me name them for you, so it's just easier. There we go. All right. So which one, A or B?
I think No, we already used Alfred. I think Al Pacino is going to get a hook net thrown at him.
Okay.
I imagine I rolled with advantage because I'm technically hidden. I want to make sure that's okay.
Yeah.
So AC 19.
19, I believe, does hit them. Yes, it does.
All right, this gentleman will take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
I guess make a con save because it's a piercing weapon, so I can rub the hooks in my poison. You could say no. You could say no.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's a lot of hooks. You would have to have rolled around in that net for a while to get it all slathered up.
The target is restrained.
Okay.
It can use an action to make a DC 12 strength check to free itself or another creature in the hook neck and the effect. You can also just deal 5 slashing damage to get out of it. And that destroys the net. So that is my first attack.
Okay. And that's during his turn, right?
Yeah, he's currently restrained.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna make him since the jig is up, I'm gonna make him my favorite foe.
Okay. No problem.
That dude will take an additional 3 damage.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll throw a fucking dart at him now that he's restrained.
Okay, perfect.
AC 18?
That does hit.
He'll take 8 damage, and I need a Constitution save.
Okay. And let's say be 19.
Cool. All right. So I heard something muttering about why'd I get rid of the light, I think, with my passive perception of 18.
Yeah,
I go, Knack! Grab the light and bring it down here! He has a 60-foot fly speed, and he can carry a mace in his claws.
What is Knack's strength? I'm just curious.
He has a strength of 6, so like child.
Okay. All right.
I feel like he could also like nose it into the passage.
No. He's literally my thought is he flies since he's probably at the back. He grabs it with his talons and then flies down. He has a 60-foot fly speed.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens when he gets to it. All right.
I mean, it's his turn.
Good. That changes what I was going to do on my turn.
That's my order, Chris. So he would do that now.
Okay. So he's got a 60-foot fly speed. So he'll get to it.
And he'll grab it and dash back because that's his action.
That'll be his action? Okay. He will be able to get right back, right where Drovar is.
Okay. So now there's a light.
Yeah, so there is a light at Drovar now.
And I, 15... Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a bad spot for me, but at least they can't flank me, so I feel pretty good as I have a sword now. I'm like, fuck, this is going to suck.
Okay, perfect.
All right, I'm done.
Alrighty, next up is Basha.
I feel like we are stuck in this corner now, but I guess that is what it is.
Yeah. So you, Basha, are you... You were still in the shaft. I will say it's going to take you another 10 feet to get down. And then you have 20 feet into the room.
Okay, so it'd take me all of that to move in front. I don't want to move in front.
Well, okay. Is she...
Where you are right now, you have another 20 feet so you can go.
So you could go 10 and 10. Go past me, do something, and back up behind me again.
That's the plan. That was what I was thinking, but yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to go past you. He's like, all right, get out my wand of magic missiles, because we love that. And I'm going to spend 3 charges. Okay, let's see if it worked this time. Yes, no?
You don't have another fireball, do you? These guys look like they're a little tougher than the other ones.
So it says one. So this is where I'm confused. So it only rolled one for me. So I guess I'll roll the other ones.
So technically, how Magic Missile actually works is you roll one die, and that's how it actually does all of them.
Oh, really?
But some GMs do it that you roll every single die individually.
We've been doing it individually. How do you want me to do it?
To
DM, it's up to
yeah. No, I have no problem with you rolling a d4 for each dart.
Okay. Well, the first one was a 4.
All right. So who's that going to?
I'm basically gonna go just left to right.
Focus fire.
Oh, fine. I'll focus fire or whatever. I like dealing out damage, but fine.
Kill them. We don't want them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
One of them. Just
I'm gonna do A.
All right.
I'll aim at A. So I hit him for 4.
Okay.
Then I hit him for another 4.
Okay.
Then I hit him for 5.
Okay.
How many do I have left? 1. And then I hit him for 3.
3.
Wait, hang on. If I did it at 3rd level, that means I get 1 more. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. That time it's only a 2.
2. Okay. All right. So yeah, these magic missiles just go flying into this netted individual, and you can just hear the doo, 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 doo. And there are these little sprays of ice and snow that come off of the magic missiles. The individual is still up, struggling in the net. Seems real pissed.
Yeah.
These Grover's like, these are my kind of people.
Do you want me to stay here so people can get by me, or should I get behind you?
Get behind me.
Okay. Don't need to tell me twice.
All right. Alrighty. So that's your turn. That's your turn, Basha. It is now. Yeah. Now, Ildar and Premtik's turn.
Oh, named NPCs. How delightful.
Let's see. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Yeah. They pull out. They each pull out a spear from a quiver behind their backs. And the first one. Yeah, Ildar. Actually, Ildar's gonna. He's gonna move there. And
No,
then,
stay over there.
And then this one, and Premtik is gonna. Yeah. They both pull out spears, and they're just kind of staying where they are. They look like they're getting ready to throw.
So, what are they as opposed to the other guys?
As they get closer, these are 2 half dragons. You've seen like the blue,
the other one,
like the blue one that Amala fought. They're definitely not blue. But it's difficult to tell, in the dark. But they don't have the telltale horn, and like on top of the nose that Cyan Wrath had. But they definitely have these large tails behind them, and they're just like just running up.
I want to keep going.
and in Draconic, they're shouting orders. Gwarple and Amala, you understand? They are essentially telling them, kill them quickly, as fast as possible. Don't give them an inch. And those are the orders that they're kind of yelling at them in Draconic. And yeah, and that's gonna be check. Five, 10. Okay. There's just so much going on. I'm sorry. I'm just making sure that I've got this right. Okay. So the half dragon Premtic is standing like in the back with a spear. It looks like ready to huck, but doesn't. Ildar runs up, looks into like down the corridor where you are, Drovar, lowers the spear, and just and this line of caustic liquid just shoots out in a 30-foot line that will definitely hit you, Drovar, and I'm just making sure if it will hit Basha as well. That is 5 feet wide, each creature in the line. No, Basha is just out of the line, so it'll just be you, Drovar.
And Knack is flying above Drovar's head and 5 feet above, so.
Oh, so then you'll take, then Knack will.
Well, if it's only a 5 foot line, he's at the 10-foot mark.
But the acid spray itself is 5 foot wide.
Okay.
So it is a large spray.
Yeah, and he's going to go right for my head because I'm at like slightly shorter than average height. He's going right down the middle of the hallway to hit me. Yeah. So the upper half of me's getting bathed.
So I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Okay, I have that armor, which gives me advantage on Dragon Breath. Do these guys count?
I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, you're also
it is
weapons of creatures that have the dragon type.
Yep. Then absolutely.
Okay, so dexterity saving throw with advantage. Uh, 16.
Okay, that is a success.
15 for Knack.
And that is also a success. That is going to be... So each of you will take 15 acid damage. And that is going to be their turn. And so next up from that, Drovar, it is now your turn.
Okay. Oof. Okay. Well. I'm gonna hug this wall here, and I'm just gonna try to finish off this guy in the armor, in the net, before he gets himself out.
Okay.
These half elf guys, do they look like kind of barbarians? You know, the same kind of like getting themselves
they're giving you that feeling, but they seem a little wilder than you would be accustomed to.
Right, but rage knows rage. You know, just like, but they haven't gone yet. So,
but that dude is restrained.
Oh yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean he can't fight. He just can't move.
Yeah. Before that happens, Premtic does throw the spear at you because he was readying his action.
Okay.
To throw that spear. And it's going to be a disadvantage because it's outside of its normal range.
But I'm raging now, so now I'll take half.
16. The 16
is a hit.
Okay, so you will take. It is 8 piercing, so you'll take 4 from the spear as it just grazes your arm as it flies by. All right, now you can do your thing.
Okay. I'm just gonna take my swing here. I'm not going reckless because these guys are gonna start hitting me anyway, and I don't need to make it easier for them.
Okay.
A 20 unnatural.
That does hit, yeah. And you can just see him just struggling trying to get out of this net.
Too late. 19 damage.
19. All right. Yeah, you just whack into him. Definitely takes this huge cut on the shoulder. Still up, still struggling. Staring daggers at you, but still trying to.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You wish you could get me. Okay, that's a total of a 28 to hit.
Does hit, yeah.
Minimum damage 9.
Fine. All right. Yeah, you are taking chunks out of this guy's arm. Still up. Still like blood just pouring down the arm. Still.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. That's your turn. Let's bonus action. You still have some movement if you want to take it.
If I back up, he still gets to take a swing at me.
It'll be at disadvantage.
Okay, then I will.
Because he is restrained.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up. Yeah, I'll get to there at least. You know,
all right.
Force people to keep closing in. Don't give him as many chances to flank me.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna attempt it, but it's gonna be at disadvantage. Trying to swing a great axe through a net. Yeah, that doesn't happen. It's a 9. It just gets caught up in the net. All right. So it is now all of the berserkers' turns.
Yes.
So the first one, the one in the net, is just gonna try and get the fuck out of it. So you said he can try to cut through it or break through it with a strength check, right?
You can do a strength check DC 12, or you can just try to do slashing damage to it.
All right, he's just gonna try and break through it with his strength. That's a 17. So
he uses it and he tears it off him.
Yeah, some of the cuts from Drovar did help him get out, but that is his whole turn, just to get out of that net. All right, this one is run up. 15.
I will say, Chris, I'm also really close to those barbarians.
So
if they may have ignored me, I'm just letting you know that they would have seen me. So like,
oh yeah, no, they saw you.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking.
Yeah, they have great axes. The only ones that seem to have any kind of throwing implements are the 2 half dragons. So Charlie and Dick, Chuck and Dick, we're gonna call them Chuck and Dick. They are gonna go reckless, and just start swinging at you, Drovar. All right, so Charlie, so that's gonna be a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And Dick, that's gonna be 17 to hit.
Yep.
All right, so the first one, you will take 8 reduced to 4. And then the second hit will be 14 reduced to 7. And they are reckless, so if you decide to take any swings on them, or anybody does, they have advantage on them.
Okay.
Then let's see, Barbarino there. Let's see, handsome. Yeah, that's as far as he can get. He's going to take his swings on you, reckless as well. They seem to be trying to bottleneck everybody in there, not really caring seemingly about themselves. They're frothing at the mouth. They are screaming and yelling. You're kind of familiar with this, Drovar. For everybody else, Basha, you can now see this. It is very disconcerting.
Amateurs.
Yeah. So Barbarino takes the swing at you, Drovar. That is going to be a dirty 20.
Yep.
And you will take 7 reduced to 3. And that is their turns. Bocek, it is now your turn. You can hear all of this craziness happening down the hole. It will take you from where you are 20 feet to get down. Actually, no. I will say for you, because you tossed it at Amala's. Amala's behind you. No, it'll take you 15 feet to get down, and then the rest, you have the rest of your movement down at the bottom.
All right. 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Before getting down there, I hear all the screaming and fighting. I start to rage.
Perfect.
And Nack's giving off light, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I know where I'm going to move, and I'll be swinging without disadvantage.
Yep.
So I move right next to B.
Okay. Barbarina.
Pissed off as hell, I start swinging.
Go for it. You have advantage because they are reckless. They use reckless.
On my first swing, it's a 27 to hit.
Does hit.
Oop, rolled the wrong damage. Sorry.
No problem.
It's 12 necrotic.
Alrighty. Yeah, you punch him, and you can see those black veins starting when you hit him in the arm start to go in. Does not seem to be registering or cares. It's just like...
And I take my second swing. 23 to hit.
Does hit.
And that's another 9 necrotic.
Okay. Yeah, he's taking it where every place that you're hitting, like the flesh seems to start like withering and almost like it's being desiccated, like all of the moisture is being pulled from it, but he doesn't seem to be like registering, like he's actually getting hit.
You know what? I'd like this guy to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be a big fat 9.
Cool, he is stunned.
To the end of your turn, correct?
End of my next turn.
Next turn, yeah. Okay, so we will say Green is stunned. So he is now stunned. He's just like, all his muscles lock up. He's like,
stay.
Alrighty. So that is anything else you can do, or that I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, Amala.
Oh, actually, add an extra 4 damage to the 2 hits I made. I forgot to add my rage damage.
Okay, perfect. All right, so 4 altogether.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus perfect. 2 for each hit.
Gotcha. Okay. So 4. Gotcha. All right. Amala, is now your turn.
All right, how far do I have to go down to get to the bottom?
So you are about, it'll be 20 feet down and then 10 feet once you're down.
All right, so I would not be on the same square as Basha then, so I guess I'll still be outside of the tunnel?
You can, yeah, you would be able to get like right here.
Isn't that Knack square though, or?
Knack is flying.
Oh, okay, all right, I'll move up then.
Yeah. So you wouldn't actually be in the same square.
All right, awesome. All right, do I have line of sight to Premtic? I'm pretty sure I do.
I would say yes, but the light, I think the light that sheds from Lightbringer is it 20 feet?
It's as bright as a torch.
As bright as a torch. So I would be like 20 feet on
20 bright and then 20 dim.
20 dim, yeah. Yeah, I would say you can. He's just on the edge of being almost out of your line of sight. You can see where technically he is.
All right, so I can see where he is then. All right, so I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
Which is, he is in with my 120 feet. So this is a 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills that cylinder. So let me go ahead and cast that.
Okay.
And then it is, let me see here. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that causes searing pain. It must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Okay.
In my game, we call that the microwave spotlight of death.
Sounds right.
Well, especially since I think it takes a bonus action to move. It's like, yeah, you just like bang, bang.
No, it takes an action.
Oh, okay. But still, you lock up a bunch of people inside it, and you're just like, I'm gonna let them cook there.
Because it's a 5-foot radius, so it covers 4 squares, I think. So, and you can move it around. So if it cooks them, keep it going.
I'm gonna do something real mean because of that.
All right, so let's see. We will put a. There it is. That and it's centered on him.
Yes, it'll be centered on Premtic.
Okay, so that'll be. Why did you give me that? I wanted a circle.
And it's also dim light in that area then, for that 5-foot square.
Okay. So that is going to be. The damn circle. Damn it. There we go. All right. So is that good? Is that cool where it is right there?
Perfect.
Okay.
Though I think it's... Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's actually... It covers 4 squares. I think it's actually wide enough you can get multiple...
No, that's correct. That's the size.
It says a 5-foot area.
5-foot radius.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah, so that's all right. So, and you said a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
All right, so that is going to be a 16.
All right, my save DC is a 15, so he takes half of this.
Okay, so what is that?
He takes 5 damage. 5 radiant damage.
5 radiant, okay. Alrighty, perfect. Anything else that you are doing?
All right, I think that counts as an action. I believe all my bonus actions means that I have to take an action when I hit something, so I think I'm good.
Okay. And you're concentrating on that moonbeam, right? It's a concentration?
Correct.
All right, so we will encircle you with the concentration ring.
Encircle me as well, because favored foe is concentration.
Gotcha. All right, we'll make that. We'll make that purple.
Ooh, I was going to ask for purple when it was my turn, but that's okay.
We can have more than one purple. It's fine.
Okay.
Alrighty. So that is Imala's turn. They're gone. That went down the hallway. All right, so that brings us to the top of the round. Gorple, it is now your go.
All right. I go, Knock! Help me beat up this dragon and show it who's the top lizard in this group. And Knock is going to fly. He does not provoke when flying.
All right, where is that going?
So he flies.
All right.
You're cutting out, babe.
And he will attack as he drops Lightbringer because
Is he where specifically is he dropping Lightbringer?
I would have told him to drop it on his way, so I would.
I think he was dropping it where Drovar was, so it's pretty much on Amala's square now, I think.
He would just drop it, probably where Amala.
Okay. All right. So I will put a kind of small little yellow. There you go. So that will reflect that how much light is in the area. So that's where the
as he's flying, I hop up, and we are going to try to thunderfuck this dragon.
Okay, go for it.
AC 17.
Just hits.
Natural 20, so I get 10 temporary hit points and I fucking drain his life. So, make me 2 Constitution saving throws for the hits for my poison.
Okay. So the first one...
And I'll roll you damage. And
first one is 7.
So he fails.
Okay, and then the second one is a 9.
Okay. So he fails, both.
Okay.
Okay. That's not right. 16, 26, 36. 36 and 6 is 42. And he's also now my favorite foe.
Okay. Disgusting. All right.
So add another 7 to that. So a total of 53.
Wait. No.
You've been underfucked.
As the Sturge King's rapier finally performed its job, as I'm like, and my like energy, I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing! Fuck you, or Goring Seeker, as I stab this dude.
Just cursing your bow. That's not even aware of what's going on because it is in an extra dimensional space at this moment. But it is what it is.
And Nat just misses. He's just there for moral support.
Yeah, just a huge hit.
Just stab this dude.
Yeah. As he's still up, but he just like, and you can see like hit the frame, just slightly shrinks. Like
just looking at it, I'm like, pick on someone your own size. I say in Draconic.
Just all right. Good fucking turn for Gorple there, as the Sturge King's rapier does its job.
Yep. I'm finished.
Okay. Basha, it is now your turn.
I'm 60 feet away from Ildar and Premtik, right?
You are...
I tried to use the measuring tool, but it's totally wrong, so I can't use it at all.
10.
I'm pretty sure. I just wanted to make sure. I think I'm right. I think.
Yeah. You're definitely within 60 feet.
Okay, and they're within 30 feet of each other.
But you have no visual on Ildar, and you would have to move up one to see Premtik because you're.
Well, I mean, I was going to move forward anyway. Hang on.
It's really tight in this corridor right now.
Ah.
You would.
Ah!
All right.
Can I be here? I don't know. Or can I get there? I don't know.
You can get up to here.
Oh lord.
Like right there. Well. Yeah. Let's just move Amala. Make sure she's on the square. So yeah, you can go. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Technically speaking, you could use your whole movement to get here. But
I mean, if I wanted to use Misty Step, I could get 1 square further than that, but I didn't want to trap myself behind all these guys, but I might have to.
But you can't cast a full spell if you cast Misty Step.
Oh, you're right, and I definitely want to cast the full spell. That's okay, I'll stay here. But I can't see Ildar.
Well, where you are now, because of the moonbeam, there is light there that actually... You can see.
I have the goggles on though, so I have night vision. It's just a matter of is that pillar in the way?
Yeah. That stalagmite is absolutely, and it looks like a column. Like it looks like it's been polished. But you can kind of like see in where you're standing. He would definitely have, I would say, half cover from whatever you're trying to do.
All right. I don't know if it'll work then. If there's like extenuating circumstances. Alright, well then I'll just do the 1. I'm going to be mean and cast Hold Person at 2nd level at Premtik.
Well, with half cover, you can see him, so you could technically target 2 people.
Then I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level and try and get both of them.
Okay. What do they have to roll?
They need to make a wisdom save of 15, which is not that hard.
All right.
But
All right. So first one is failure. So that is Prumtic fails, and now Ildar. I am going to use one of my inspirations.
boo!
to
But that's
reroll
okay.
that.
It's fair. It's fair.
You don't want to be held. You don't.
Damn, that's better, but not much. They both fail.
Wow! So now they are both paralyzed. At the end of each of their turns, they can make another wisdom saving throw, and on a success, the spell ends. But otherwise, they are, for the moment, for the next minute, considered paralyzed. And that is concentration, so I also need a concentration ring
That
around
also
me.
means melee hits are crits.
Yep, I know.
It's
All
hacking
right.
time.
So hold on a second. So you get a purpley concentration thingy. Boom! There you go. You are concentrating. All right.
Keep-
And what else?
Can
do you wanna
I? Here's my question. Now that I cast it, can I move back, or do I still have to keep them in sight in order to keep that concentration up?
do? No. You can move. You had to see them. To all right.
I'll go back to my corner.
Barbarino
uh,
is
No,
stunned.
he's stunned. Yeah, he's stunned.
So no attack of opportunity either.
So, alrighty. So let's see. Okay. So that is your initiative 18. Okay. So that's your turn. All
That
right.
is indeed my turn. Initially,
Okay.
I was going to do a crazy thing with Misty Step, but like Jean said, I couldn't have done a full spell, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
No, it's he's technically correct, which is the best kind of correct. Alrighty, so it is now Ildar and Premtic's turn.
Quick question about that then, for
Yes.
Premtic specifically.
Mhm.
So for Moonbeam, it says, when a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Mhm.
So I imagine he will take the damage as well.
Yeah, you
No,
have
he's
to
got
you
to-
have
Okay.
to roll the
Again,
damage. Yeah.
I was unsure because of the ore in there.
Yep.
And now he can't leave.
Yeah. Does paralyzed have any disadvantage for this kind of saving throw? I don't.
Not against Constitution.
I didn't think.
Yeah.
You auto fail Strength and Dex.
Yeah, Dex. Yeah. So what did they take?
Oh, 1 second.
So what I'm hearing is someone needs to shove Ildar into that thing too.
All right, so he has to make a saving throw.
What kind?
Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
All right. So yeah, they don't. So that's gonna be. Let's see. All right. So first one fails. Second one. Fuck you. They will fail.
Alrighty, so I believe this is only for Premtic because he's in Moonbeam. That's
Oh,
17 damage.
That's right. Yeah, he's the only one in there. Okay, so there's 17 for him. All right, and to get out of the hold person, they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, they have to beat my 15.
15. Okay, so that's what they're gonna do. So first one, 19. Is he's not being held. And
Boo.
then second one. Fuck you. 5. All right. So, let's see. So yeah, Premtic is free. Ildar is still held. I will put him in the purple so you can show. But Premtic, that's his whole turn. Like, so he's still in the Moonbeam camp. All right.
Yeah.
So after that happens, I need. Let's see, who can see this? Gwarple Knack, Drovar. I think, yeah, only the three of you. I need the three of you to make perception checks for me.
I'm only concentrating on the guys right in front of me. I rolled a nat 1.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Gorple, what about you, Knack?
With my emboldening bond, I have an 18. And
18.
Knack got a fucking 8.
Okay. You watch as from this area, you watch as another larger half dragon appears. And because of that roll, Gorple, the face of this half dragon looks off. And as you kind of like try to get a really quick look, the face looks larger and more exaggerated. And as you're looking, this black half dragon is wearing a black dragon mask.
That's so stupid.
And as it kind of comes out of the corner, you watch as blackness begins to form in his hand. And he just shoots it out. And you watch as... I just want to make sure I get the radius for this correctly. Oh, dear.
Nope.
As he uses a legendary action to create a 15-foot radius of darkness.
Oh boy, we're getting serious.
Where is it?
Well, shoot, now that there's a spellcaster. Oh, wait, you know what? Oh, I can't see it. Well, I don't know if I need to see it.
5, 10, 15.
You have to be able to see it.
15.
Damn it!
I mean, we
What's the point of counterspell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, darkness is fucking huge.
Yeah. So it's 15-foot radius. The moonbeam is no longer visible. All light in that area is gone. You don't see Primtic, you don't see Ildar, you don't see Knack. Gorple, you are just outside of the radius. You know that Ildar was right in front of you.
I mean, I can also I can sense him with blind sight.
Right, but just completely gone. Is just black.
Did I see that guy like stay where he was, or I just saw him?
You saw him cast. The
I don't
darkness
know.
appeared. You have no idea if he's still there yet.
Okay.
That was his legendary action. Yeah. And so that happened. All right, moving right along. It is now Drovar's turn.
All right, Barbarino to the south of me. I'm just gonna cut him down before he wakes up, and then I'm being flanked.
Yeah, go for it. And you still have advantage for
Natural 20.
multiple reasons.
Advantage.
Yeah.
He takes 20 damage on that one.
Okay. That
Second
is... Ooh, yeah. He's still up, bleeding profusely, but not... He's just...
26 to hit.
Does hit.
Another 16 damage.
Oh, yeah. He's still up, but he's just bleeding.
Oh,
he's just like...
Are they taking half damage from the physical stuff like I do?
They are taking full damage.
Awesome. Okay, so like my ancestral spirits are just going woohoo all over the place at this point.
Your tattoos are glowing something fierce.
So he's the first one I hit. If he happens to actually live long enough to do anything, he has penalties to attack anybody but me.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right. Alrighty. You gonna stay where you're at?
I don't see a reason to move. I was, no. I'm the meat shield, and that's my job. I stay here.
Alrighty. So it is now the the Berserker's turn. This is gonna be fun. Am I correct? Ooh, yeah. Alrighty. So, let's see. Anthony runs into the darkness. Charlie runs into the darkness. You get an attack of opportunity, Drovar.
Oh, thank you.
On Charlie.
Okay, so he's not doing reckless this time, so it's just a regular swing on that guy?
Yeah, it's back at their turn, so yeah, it's regular.
An 18.
Does hit.
$13 damage.
All right. Yeah, he takes it and keeps running like you didn't even hit him. You can see all the blood just starting to pour down his back. Dick runs into the darkness as well. Barbarino can't go anywhere. But yeah, it's like they turn around, they see the darkness, and they just booked right into it and just jumped right into it. And so now they can no longer be seen. And yeah. Anthony is going to attack Gorple, and because he has blind sight, he doesn't need to see him. He's going to attack. You're going to basically, you see this great axe swing through the darkness at you.
Did he pass next threat range at all?
Let's see. No, he ran into it and is like he's. No, he did. I'll just put it that way.
Okay, so I'll make an attack at disadvantage.
No. He's attacking you.
Yeah, but if he passes through Knack's threat, Knack gets an attack of opportunity.
No, what I'm saying is he didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did.
Can you put him on the map because I can see 10 feet?
Okay. Oh yeah, then your blind sight would definitely, you would see him. So there he is right there. He's going to take a swing at you. He's going reckless, so you can get advantage. It's going to be an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And you take 13 slashing damage from the Great Axe. And that is...
Ow.
Yeah. And that is their turn. Alrighty. So, where are we at? Bocek, it's your turn. Go, man. Go.
I'm just going to wail on B.
Go for it. Got super advantage because it's still not the end of your turn yet, so he's
Oh yeah, with advantage it's a 23 to hit.
Totally hits.
That's going to be 9 necrotic damage on the first swing.
Okay. You don't yeah, you just watch him as not only as he's falling to the ground, no longer raging and foaming and growling, just becomes like this desiccated husk and just drops to the ground. Oh.
Premtic. Is he half sticking out of the darkness?
No, you can't. He's in the darkness completely. You can't see him.
All right, so I have no idea where any enemies are.
There's only light in your immediate area.
From what you might be able to see that Gorple is in trouble, and maybe you get a sense of where A is, but I mean you can't.
Well, there's
see him.
There's no light there. Yeah, all like the moonbeam is completely consumed by the darkness.
I mean, but he also has Lightbringer at his feet if he brings it.
No, I don't. I threw it up a hole.
Yeah,
we brought it back.
It's right at your feet.
Yeah,
it's at your feet.
Yeah, it's at your feet. Knack brought it down and it's at your feet.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna grab it, throw it on my belt, and start running towards where I hear Gorple getting stabbed.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Put yourself where you like to be. I have to. You want to get right up to Gorple?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I can't see through the darkness, even with Lightbringer. Am I allowed to take attacks with disadvantage?
I mean, if you run up, I go, there's 2 people in front of me.
You can certainly try.
All right. And I forget, is Premtic or Idia the paralyzed one?
You wouldn't know, but Ildar is.
All right. So technically, advantage and then disadvantage canceling each other out when I start swinging wildly at him.
So single roll.
Yeah. 24 to hit.
That does hit.
Does the damage double in this case since he's paralyzed?
If he's paralyzed, it's a crit.
Oh, let me roll crit damage.
That's why paralyzation is the worst. Never get paralyzed. It only makes melee, so like range attacks don't get crits. But
15 necrotic on that swing.
Okay.
And I'm going to flurry of blows.
Okay.
Only 11 on the first flurry of blows swing.
Yeah, you feel like you hit armor, but doesn't connect.
And only a 15 on the second flurry.
You have a
Yes.
D4. You have a D4 emboldening bond.
17 on the second emboldening, on the second flurry of blows swing.
Just hits.
Awesome. That's a auto crit. That's going to be 12 damage on my last swing.
Okay. Definitely connects. You have no idea what's happened.
I'm hitting something!
Great job, buddy. There's a lot of blood on me now.
And,
That's it, right?
yes,
Okay.
DM, I'm unfortunately going to have to run because that thing I said, I'm going to leave my thing open. I trust Jean to take care of my character in the meantime.
Okay. Yeah, we're almost done. So do what you gotta do. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
Bye.
So that was your turn, Bocek. Amala, it is now your turn.
Alrighty, so let me see here. Alright, I'm gonna move back up there, right behind Boshek and Quarple. Am I in range to touch Quarple?
Yeah, you're like right within melee range.
Alright, I'm gonna do some cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Cool.
You gain 5 hit points.
I look better than I did before I started this fight.
Nice. All right, what else are you doing?
I believe that's an action. I'm not finding something to tell me that it is or not.
Yeah.
Was it lay on hands?
Cure wounds is an action.
Yeah, cure wounds. Okay.
Cure wounds? Yeah, that's an action.
All right. I'm out of movement as well, so I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. I'm good.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to the end of the end of the round. So that is actually where we're gonna call it for the evening. There is still some fight here, but it's already it's already late. But got some interesting stuff happening here. Got some darkness, got some moonlight, moonbeaming, a lot of good shit happening here.
Legendary actions. You gotta tune in next week for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You might have invoked the wrath of something.
And we're gonna kill it.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you wearing a mask of your own face? That's so weird. Like, what?
I'll be honest, I like his style. I'd wear a mask of someone else's face. That sounds really cool.
It is pretty cool.
So, oh shit, I still have the froggy up. All right, nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. All right, here we go. So want to thank my players. Obviously, thank you so much. It was a great game, everybody.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what happens next week.
Yeah.
Want to thank all of you for tuning in, being here, supporting us, watching all the crazy shit that we've been doing. Want to thank my patrons on Patreon, who should be getting their first gift soon. Every 3 months they get gifts for being patrons on certain levels, so you should be getting them soon. I hope to see some of that stuff on our tweeters or our book faces, for our gram instas, any of that good stuff. Yes, I'm old and I'm gonna say shit like that. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us. Remember, don't leave right away. I always leave. When we leave, we always rate somebody who is a big supporter of what we do, but also we try to give them some support also. So when we do rate them, please show them some love. Follow them if you're not already following them. Say hello in chat if you're so inclined. But at the very least, just do what you've been doing with us. Just watching and supporting in that way is equally important. So we thank everybody for doing that. Can't wait to see you all next week. This is going to be interesting because there's so much of this cave left. But we will see you next week. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Let's keep supporting each other in all of the wonderful things that we keep doing. We'll see you next time.